So, day 7, 19th of April. Going from Estella to Torres at about 25k. Julie's not walking today. Her knee's playing it badly. It's swollen, she can't move it very well. So she's taking taxi to the next destination, hopefully trying to rest up. Looks like a beautiful day out here so far. Nice little location. So, I'm going to kick on, start the day. A little bar on the right where we had dinner last night. Very interesting, quite enjoyable. Right opposite the main hostel. Looks like walking up into the main square. So it's definitely a case of follow the arrows. As we were walking up a little bit earlier, a bunch of Pellegrinos ahead of me, and they just kept going straight up the street, and the arrow said go left. So I went left. No idea where they're going to end up. But they're too far ahead for me to yell out or run up to them. Not like I run at the moment. Kick on with the next stage. So as you leave the foundry, you walk up to Bodega Irachi, and this is where the famous wine fountain, the Camino Frances, is. I think at about 8:30 you can get some wine. I doubt there'll be any there now, but hopefully there's also water, so I can just top up my bottles. So this is the wine fountain. Just a tap in the wall, Spencer's wine. So just walking out of Irache, where the wine fountain was, back onto the white country roads. So far the walk from Estella to here, I've got no idea how far I've walked so far. Just been uphill. Makes for a tough day when you start like this. Decisions. I'm going the long way because it's less climbing. Well, we're on a little bit of a flat area, which is nice. Through a bit of a wooded area. So, turning to a pleasant day at the moment. Hope it keeps this way. Just keep following the signs and you shouldn't get lost. Just walking through the country road, I assume. Nice wooded area. And occasionally just stop and look at the views. And walk 100 metres and they get better. Camino shadow. But up ahead, there's something up on a hill. It looks like an old church or something. I'm hoping we don't have to go up past that. Preferably go around the bottom. So, the thing on the hill, ruins, castle, church, not sure. Just off to the left. And it looks at this stage, I'm not going to have to climb up there. And of course the obligatory climb up into the town. Whose idea was to build towns on tops of hills? Anyway, this is our Rosetta. Can be the first stop for the day. Coffee, something to eat. Get the pack off for a little while. Okay. This looks like the first stop. Oh, that's breakfast. Spain's not as cheap as it seems at the moment. That was 6.7 euros. Was that nearly $10? There's the ruin on the hill. Closer. But at least we don't have to walk up there. So just had to brake, about to get back on the road. Maybe I was wrong. The building keeps getting closer and we're climbing. Seriously, I hope they don't expect us to go up there. So I'm starting to have some doubts about where this path is leading, because it's definitely heading towards that mountain. I'm safe. It looks like we actually skirt this building, this hill, and I've got to the building. So, I think just over the hill is our next stop. It's only been a couple of k's since the last one. So I might just put my feet up for 5 minutes. Not a bad day. A few clouds. Sun's out. Not too hot so far. Now I believe this structure is actually a cistern or a well. We'll find out in a minute. So I was correct. It's a cistern. A little bit of echo from that. Just go inside. There's actually steps down to it. But I'm not going to walk down them with my backpack. I was afraid I wouldn't get back up. The views around here are just, as I keep saying, spectacular. Gotta keep your head up, look around, enjoy the walk. The agriculture's changed a little bit. We're now into wine country, which previously it was sort of wheat, canola. And the path's going down, which is good. I think the worst of the hills are over for the most part of this day. I imagine there'll still be a few nasty little ones, just to keep me on my toes. Well, I'm afraid today's turning into a bit of a grind. Just can feel all the little niggles in my body. Just trying to focus on the walking. Don't worry about the niggles too much. Nothing major. If anyone wants to contemplate this walk, it's pretty tough. Don't care what any of the YouTube channel says or anyone else says. This is tough on the body. I'm afraid I've been walking my head a little bit, so I better get that camera out and do a little bit of filming. The trail just stretches on straight ahead. There's a sign way back saying food truck 2Ks. Well, their definition of 2Ks and mine is totally different. I'm sure I've done 2K since that sign. And the road just keeps stretching out ahead. Maybe I spoke too soon. Up and around the hill, there's a food truck. Doesn't matter what it is, I'm going to stop, sort out my feet before I continue. Rest up with my foot up. So, just leaving the rest stop. Aquarius. Just sorted out my feet, now heading off. Well, the path just seems to stretch on and on. Pretty sure, I don't know if you can see it, I'll zoom in a little bit. If you look over those mountains, I'm pretty sure that's the white path where we're heading. Okay, so just trying to get this last few k's in Los Arcos done, because then I've got to go to Torres del Rio. Explain that a bit later. Great countryside. I'm afraid today I'm struggling a bit. So, I suppose, 7 days walking, you're going to have doubts at some point. Okay, coming to Los Arcos. Just going to find somewhere to get some water, look after my feet, then push on to Torres del Rio. Just stopped in Los Arcos, and this would normally be the end of the day for me, because it's about 20 plus k's. Unfortunately, Los Arcos is full for our type of accommodation, so I've got to head on to Torres del Rio, which is probably another 8k. So just resting my feet, I'll tend to them, then get back on the road. Been a bit tougher today, I think mentally more than anything. I've had a couple of niggles, partly caused by an inappropriate day sack yesterday. I put my pack forward, not doing that again. I've got my pack sorted out, doesn't cause me any issues. But that day sack, I ended up with a bit of a sore back. A couple of small niggles in the hips, but I suppose that's to be expected. Muscles are fine, but my feet are suffering. Couple of minor blisters, they're not an issue. It's just the pounding your feet take, and they start to feel a bit achy after a while. So I'm trying to let them rest up. Got them out of my boots, bit of a cool breeze on them, see if that helps, and then I said last push on for the next 8 k's. So left Los Arcos, just walking on these white country roads. Feet really aren't liking it at the moment. Still, can't complain about the views. Oh, the day's become a little bit tough. This last hike in. So I've actually put the earbuds in, listening to a bit of Deep South Odyssey. Goes with my mood at the moment. Oh well, keep on walking. Keep on walking. So it's put us onto the road, which I am not liking at all. Up ahead, I would say, is Sansol. Then I've got about another k after that. Roll on to the end. Well, it's only about a k from Sansol, but it's down a rather nasty little descent. So this is Torres del Rio. This is a stop for the night. Day's just about done.
Here comes Stephen. He made it, thank goodness. Hi, Stephen. Stephen. Oh. Hi. Hi. How are you? Exhausted. He's Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Torres. It is a 12th century church and very historical in the area. It is octagonal and there are only 2 of them in the whole of Spain. They have Muslim heritage. And you enter into this chamber and you are confronted by a beautiful crucifix and the ancient building itself, where you can obtain a stamp for your pilgrim's passport for the price of €1.
So we're going to do a wrap up for day 7.
The 19th of April.
I walked by myself. Julie caught a taxi to our destination. So I walked from Estella to Torres del Rio. It was probably a 27k day, so it was pretty tough.
Excuse me.
Julie's knee's still not good, and the cold's not good, and there was a lot of climbing in today, so it wouldn't have done her any good whatsoever. I found today to be tough for, I don't know why, a lot of reasons, I don't know. I've got no idea really.
Because you're tired and your body's getting used to all this strenuous activity that we're not used to.
Probably, that's probably part of it, but...
Yeah, I mean, we're not used to walking 20 kilometres every single day or more. So...
Okay, so the walk out of it, Estella up to near Arache, where the wine fountain is. You'll see that in the videos. And then on to, I can't remember the name of the town, but it'll be in the video, where I had breakfast. And then it was just long stretches of nothing. So...
Was it level?
No, it wasn't level. It was up and down.
Oh, okay.
And, there was a food truck where I stopped, dealt with my feet. So I've got a few issues with my feet. I've got a couple of small blisters. They're not really a problem. It's the fact the continuous pounding on your feet, they just feel bruised. And the heat of the day coming up.
And Stephen is wearing
Barefoot shoes.
Barefoot shoes, so he does not have the same amount of
But I've been wearing
support.
barefoot shoes for the last
I know,
12
but
years.
You haven't been walking 20 kilometres every day.
True. But I think anybody's feet are going to get pounded doing this. And even though it's not that hot, and when it starts to warm up, the heat from the road, you can feel that through too. So today, a lot of it was in my head. The scenery is beautiful, but I just, in my head, in fact, at one stage, near the end there. So I got to Estella, which was about 23k. I still had, probably a bit less than that maybe, because I still had another 8k to go. So I actually did something I wasn't planning to do it, put my headset in and listened to some music. I think it did South Odyssey, so probably matched my mood. I must admit, today is probably the first day I felt like, why the hell am I voluntarily doing this? And maybe I should get on a bus and go home. We'll try not to do that.
I in the meantime, had a lovely breakfast at our accommodation in Estella, and then our nice host ordered a taxi for me. And eventually when I got here, I asked if there was a pharmacy in the town because I needed to restock on my cold and flu medication, and there wasn't one. But there was one in the town next to it, which is Sansol. And so the hostess actually rang the pharmacy, ordered the medication, and it was delivered to me this afternoon, which I thought was absolutely wonderful. I had resigned myself to just having to wait till tomorrow when we would be in a bigger town and probably find a pharmacy. So people are very helpful. All you have to do is ask politely, smile and be grateful, and people respond accordingly. Our accommodation here is not huge, but it is lovely and airy, and it is clean. And we've just come back from a lovely pilgrim's meal, which consisted of a lovely salad, for starters.
Different types of salads, but
yeah. And I had chicken and chips for the main. What did you have? Pork and chips. And then we had a dessert as well. So, and they included a bottle of red wine and a bottle of water, all for the same price, which was about 15 euro?
13 euro.
13 euro each. So that is really good value. And the food was really nice as well. So the sun is now setting, and so is our energy levels. And tomorrow is another day. So
not quite a long one, so only about 20k. And then we have a rest day in Logroño.
Yes.
Looking forward to that.
Definitely. And this is a special shout out to Tommy. Hope you're enjoying your new bike and getting better and better at riding it. Love to all of you. Good night, everybody. Hope you're all well, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.
And that's it. That's today done. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.